Welcome back, everybody. My name is Gnome Lord, and as you guys can see today, we are back to yet another episode of Combat Tips. Today we're going to be covering Leatherface, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre star himself. So, without any further ado, I'm going to go ahead and pop up, as usual, the little bit of an input map for anyone who needs it. And if you guys would like to skip to a specific brutality, feel free to hop on down to the description below. I'm going to be starting with the killer variation today, and we'll see you guys there. Alright guys, so first up today we have the Country Fried Brutality. Now this brutality can be performed in any one of Leatherface's variations. Now, in order to perform this brutality, it's quite simple. You're going to want to just finish your opponent with a throw, which of course is the left button or the L1 button on the PlayStation, or if you prefer the other variation, you can do the X and A button on the Xbox or the square and X button on the PlayStation. Now, what's very important to finishing this brutality properly is, of course, they always ask you to hold something. So in this case, we're going to be holding forward. So make sure you're holding forward before you actually go to perform this throw. So, that being said, let's go ahead and give you guys a quick example. Now, once again, we're going to go ahead and just one quick throw to show you guys what it should look like. Easy enough, simple as that. Actually, a better... you know what will work better in this case is, as you can see, I tossed him around. You actually, again, you want to be holding forward first. So let's go ahead and hold forward now. And you'll see Aaron Black actually stays in front of me this time around. So, that's all there is to it. Make sure you're holding forward before you go for the throw. And then you can simply finish your opponent. So here we go. One more time, my friends. Hold forward and then finish your opponent with a throw. Here we go. Ooh-wee. Oh, shit. Hats off, eh? Alright, that was pretty good. So, when Leatherface was announced, I wasn't too excited about him, but he's definitely proving to be a much better character than I was thinking. You know, I just kind of figured that being the one character who doesn't have any supernatural abilities or powers, he wouldn't be that great. But I've been proven wrong so far because he's a little bit slow, but he hits very hard. And as you can see, he just gutted him and took his head off. So, on to the next brutality. Alright guys, so next up we have the Butcher Block Brutality. Now this brutality can be performed in any one of Leatherface's variations, and you're going to want to make sure you hold down during the final hit. Now the final hit itself should come from blood and guts, which of course is the X-ray, meaning you'll want to hit the left trigger and the right trigger, or the L2 and the R2 button at the same time. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and give you guys a quick example. Now, I've gone ahead and left a good chunk of Aaron Black's health left just to show you guys that with an X-ray you do have more room for error when it comes to when you can actually finish him off. And of course, X-rays do a very good amount of damage. So, that being said, I'm pretty sure that amount of health left in Aaron Black's health is about 25%, and you should be able to knock that right out of him. So again, make sure you're holding down when you go for this brutality, and finish them with an X-ray. So here we have it, my friends. Woo! There we have it, and as you can see, his whole bar will go entirely red before any of the damage is even complete, meaning you did get it. And goddamn, is that a beautiful little blood spray of a brutality right there. That totally fits Leatherface's MO, and I like it a lot because, again, as you guys probably heard me rave about in the past, I really enjoy when they go ahead and go the extra mile to add some unique detail or flavor to really match the theme of that character. So without all that being said, let's move on to our next brutality. Alright my friends, so next up we have the half slab brutality. Now to perform this brutality, you're going to want to make sure you are in the killer variation, and then you want your final hit to come from a running frenzy, which can only be performed in the berserker stance. Now to get into the berserker stance is down back A or down back X, and then you want to make sure you hit B or circle in order to do that running frenzy. So let's go ahead and give you guys a quick example. Now once more, make sure you hop into the berserker stance first before you attempt this, and that is down back A or down back X, and you'll know it's working when he goes ahead and revs up that engine like so. Easy enough. And then from there, hit either B or circle to charge your enemy with the running frenzy, like this, and then this. There you have it, my friends. It's really that simple. Now you do not have to wait actually like this. As you can see, it takes a minute for him to rev up that engine. You do not have to wait for the animation to finish. There is a very split second that leaves you vulnerable when you are going into the berserker stance, but you do not have to wait for that full animation to finish to actually do the running frenzy. So let me see if I can give you guys a quick example of that. like so. So as you can see, I didn't even give him time to hold the chain and get the engine going, and you were still able to hit that running frenzy right after. So long as you put in the Berserker input properly, you will be able to do the running frenzy right immediately after, so long as you're quick about it. So let's go ahead and give you guys one final example of what this Brutality should look like. Charge it up, and there we go. Shred him right down. Woo! Whee! Split him right down the middle. What else can I say? So it does look nice. It does look good. But of course, we have seen Brutalities like this before. So it's not necessarily my favorite of Leatherface's Brutalities. But it is a good one if you guys need to get off that Brutality and make sure you get your opponent. Just get a good finisher on them. So there we have it, my friends. On to the next one. Alright, my friends, so next up we have the Tenderizer Brutality. Now this Brutality is exclusive to the Butcher variation, so make sure you have that chosen, and simply enough, you're going to want to make sure your final hit comes from a Skull Smash, which is down, back, forward, X, or down, back, forward, square. And that's all there is to it, my friends. It's pretty simple to get this Brutality down. It's just a matter of actually being able to pull off that 3-direction move, which can be tough sometimes, even for myself, so have no fear if you're struggling with it. But let's go ahead and see if I can give you guys a quick example. So once more, make sure to finish off your opponent, you do a Skull Smash, and that's going to have to come from down, back, forward, X, or down, back, forward, square, like so. Boom, and that's all there is to it. You know you got it right once he grabs her and whacks her over the head with that mallet. Let's see if we can get it again. Oop, I jumped away on that one. Oh, again, I jumped away on that one. It's like I said, if you guys struggle with it sometimes, don't worry about it, because I'm not perfect myself. So there we have it. As you can see, I did 2 Skull Smashes. Not a requirement, by the way, just giving you guys an example. The only requirement, of course, is make sure you have the Butcher variation chosen, and then you finish your opponent with a Skull Smash. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and give you guys an example. Oop. Boom, boom, boom. Oh. Oh. God damn. Oh, shit. Brutality. Now that one is a good one. That one totally embodies the essence of Leatherface, his brutality, his masochist, how violent he is so well wrapped up in that brutality. I can't get over what a good one is. That may be one of my favorites for him, just for the fact of how brutal it is, because again, these are called brutalities. You are going to expect to see the best of the best if you go that extra mile to get these mid-battle, because anyone can pull off a fatality, because once you win, you got it. But when it comes to brutalities, you got to make sure you get that timing in, you got to make sure you get that extra oomph, get that extra skill to go. So I really enjoyed this one. I think you guys will too, but god damn, I just got a headache just thinking about getting struck that many times. On to the next one, my friends. Alright, my friends, so here we are today with our final brutality, Trimming the Fat. Now this brutality is exclusive to the Pretty Lady variation, so make sure you have that chosen, and then you're going to want to be at about a jump distance away from the opponent before you go to attempt this. Now the final hit itself should come from a saw toss, which is back forward Y or back forward triangle. Now I'll go ahead and give you guys a quick example of what this should look like. Now again, the saw toss is back forward Y or back forward triangle, and it should look something like this. Easy enough, just it is exactly what it sounds like. He is tossing the saw at the other opponent. Now, a good way to gauge whether you are in a proper distance is if you're next to the opponent and you jump away, that's about jumping distance, I could say. You could also say maybe right here, the distance it takes for you to jump to the opponent can also be a good fair point. So if you're standing in about here, as you can see, I was able to jump to the opponent. That's about jumping distance as well. So again, you can either measure it to be about this much or even this much is okay. Now, keep in mind that this is going to be something in a real fight. The opponent's going to be moving around a lot. You're going to want to make sure you keep on your feet. So that's just something to keep in mind during the real fight, and make sure that you watch your positioning when you go to get this one. This is definitely one of the more timing required ones. So, all that being said, let's go ahead, pop away for opponent a little more. I'd say right here is where I feel comfortable. And again, finish your opponent with a saw toss, back forward Y, or back forward triangle. Boom! Ooh! God damn. This one I like. I do enjoy this one. It's not necessarily unique in the way he falls and dies on his knees, but no one else has yet to chuck a chainsaw at their opponent and get it lodged in their chest quite the way that Leatherface has. So I give them credit there. And that all being said, my friends, this has been all of Leatherface's brutalities. Keep in mind that if Leatherface does indeed have any secret brutalities, those will not be covered in this video, but in a future video with other secret brutalities for multiple characters, so have no fear. And that all being said as well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video today. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, feel free to leave me a like or a comment down below, because it is you as a community who helps keep this videos going. And that's all there is to it, my friends. Once again, keep an eye out. We're going to be having the next brutality should be for Triborg, so expect that sometime next Friday. And once again, thank you guys so much for joining me. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. So until next time, my friends, stay safe, stay happy.